Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today I have yarn. We're just going to call it an order. I have an order. Full disclosure, I didn't pay for this. This was sent to me to do something that I'm working on. This was sent to me from WeCrochet. So yeah, it's something we're gonna be working on very soon. So I wanted to, it's a quick unbagging. It's just a quick unbagging. I want to show you some new to me products. Some new to me products. All right. First thing, I was sent a full garments quantity worth of comfy yarn, which is a fingering weight yarn. So if you don't know, if you are unfamiliar, Knitpicks and WeCrochet are the same company. It's kind of like they made one website for the knitters and one website for the crocheters, which like I'm cool with, okay? It doesn't matter which one you go to, they pretty much have the same products. It's just like, it's a different format of the website. They have the same sales going on. They have the same, like, it's the same, okay? So this is the comfy yarn from Knitpicks / WeCrochet. I need to cut that bag open. I'm going sans brace today because I plan on crocheting a little swatch, and I am having trouble crocheting with that brace on, but I'm feeling okay. I'm still having pain in my wrist, but I'm feeling okay, and I'm crocheting a lot easier without the brace on, so we're choosing not to wear it while I crochet at least. Ooh. All right. So I didn't bring my glasses in here. Of course, why would I bring my glasses in here? I mean, I'm blind, but... Alright. So, like I said, this is a fingering weight. It's 218 yards per ball. It's a 50-gram ball. It is 75% Pima cotton and 25% acrylic. I'm looking up the price. Comfy from Knitpicks. That's $4.99 a ball. There's comfy worsted. They have it in worsted, fingering, sport. They have comfy color mist, which is really pretty, but it's in a hank, and comfy bulky. The sport, the worsted, and the fingering are $4.99 for a 50-gram skein. The comfy color mist is $8.99 to $9.59 for a 100-gram hank. You can get the comfy worsted bare and dye it. Although it's got acrylic in it, I probably wouldn't mess with that. And because you can't use acid dyes on cotton, and you definitely can't use them on acrylic, so you'd have to use like a Rit more dye, which I don't mess with that stuff. And the comfy bulky is $9.99, but it's also a 100-gram ball. So this is $4.99 a ball. Like I said, this was sent to me. This was not, I've never even heard of this yarn until this was suggested to me for a pattern I'm working on. I told you guys I'm doing a pattern test for another for a designer. I'm not a designer, I'm a creator, but she's a designer. She is using this for her garment, and I already started my test for her, and she sent this to me. I'm gonna actually make a secondary one with this yarn. This feels really nice. So like I said, it's a what kind of cotton is it? I just said it. It's a fingering weight, so it's a number 1. It's really thin. 75% Pima cotton, 25% acrylic, machine wash, cold, tumble dry, low, which I'm here for that. I hand wash most of my crocheted items anyway, and my knit items, so that's actually cool that it can go in a low dryer. This is really soft. It's really soft. This color is lilac. It just says the color number on here, but I asked for lilac. It is pretty. And it's really soft. Some cottons feel dry and powdery, and this does not. This is soft and silky. I mean, it's not silky. It's soft. This can make a beautiful wearable. It's gonna make a beautiful wearable. So I'm gonna work up a little swatch for you guys. But they also sent me the Dots crochet hook, which is really, first of all, thank you so much, WeCrochet, for sponsoring me making this for her, because that was really awesome. But they also sent me a set of crochet hooks, which is fantastic because I don't have real small crochet hooks. And because that's a skinny yarn, like part of the pattern calls for a really small hook, that I had to dig to find a really small hook, because I don't have small hooks. Even when I'm working with a fingering like that, I don't work with below a 4mm hook. And so, also, these are the Dots crochet hooks. I have been told by so many people to try these hooks because they're longer than like your average hook. And this is an entire set of crochet hooks, which tripped me out. It was like, I was like, what? It says WeCrochet crochet hooks with sharp points and a comfortable ergonomic handle. These WeCrochet hooks are a perfect set for long periods of crocheting. Well, fantastic. Comes in sizes 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6mm. I believe there's also a bigger set that has the bigger sizes, but this is the smaller set, which is perfect because I don't have half of these sizes. So thank you so much to WeCrochet and to MJ's Off the Hook. Big shout out to both of them. By the way, she has new patterns coming out very soon. She's doing a crochet along. I just saw it in an Instagram post today with 2 other people, and they all had these beautiful garments on, and I was like, I'm here for it. It's summertime. Let's get some summertime garments. I already purchased, and I've said this in recent videos, I purchased her lace set from last year, and I've made the Lacy Days kimono. I believe that's the one I made. Beautiful. Her patterns are so well written. I'm gonna be promoting the heck out of her for the next couple weeks. I'm just telling you, because that's what my main focus is right now. Her patterns are so well written. They are very easy to understand. She puts schematics in there, and she has not only the yarn she's using, but she also has alternates in case you can't find this somewhere. She has alternates in the patterns always for other yarns that you can alternate in case you have some of that in your stash, or in case it's, you know, although I was looking and one of the yarns she suggested was actually more expensive than this, and so I was like, I'm gonna go with this one, and I really like the way this one feels. So one of the other yarns that she suggested was not this soft. So, Q Bentley. Yes, I'm drinking both water and soda at the same time. So I want to test these out. So we're going to go down to the desk, which means I got to roll back my black mat. I want to go down to the table and I want to test this, but I also want to give you guys a little swatch of the comfy yarn. It's like I said, I've never heard of this, never felt it, never... I have some Knitpicks yarn. I do. Or WeCrochet, whatever you want to call it. I have some. I have used it very sparingly just because I'm busy doing other stuff all the time. And that is going to be a big giant yarn barf. I can't, my yarn's trying to have a baby and I'm not having it. I'm going to grab another one. Stop whining at me. Alright, we had a baby anyway. So, let's go down to the table and we'll do a swatch with this yarn. I really like the way it feels. And we'll all the way unbox the hooks so we can get a good look at those. Alright, so we got our yarn started. This is our Dots crochet hook. I've had so many people suggest that I get these. Trying to grab a comparable hook, which is probably in the other room in my bag, because I want to show you guys the difference between the length. So this is a very generic ergonomic hook from Amazon, okay? And the problem I have with these, I used to only use these, and I used to only use boy hooks. The problem I have with these is they're short, and I have a big hand, and so when I'm crocheting, it hits me here. Yeah, I can't turn my hand over. It hits me here, and it starts to callus and irritate my skin because I have big hands, okay? These are longer, and I've had several of you suggest these because they're longer, but we all know that I have my favorite hooks, and so I hesitate buying new hooks. Like I said, this is a full set of hooks. They're really cute colors. Like, they're really cute. Look at that. They're cute. You got the little pink. The size is very clear. I'll show you in a second. Let me look up these price of these. Dots. Hooks. Come on. Why am I not seeing them? Maybe it's because I'm on the Knitpicks side of things. They're not showing up. Dots crochet hooks. Alright, $29.99 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hooks. That's not bad at all. They have, oh, it looks like they have one with a stand. See, I had to go to Google because it wasn't showing up on the Knitpicks website. Comes with the stand for $35. That's actually kind of cute. Why do I want that? Really cute. Okay, so $29.99. Clear. $29.99 divided by 9. That's $3.33 per hook. That's not bad at all. Alright. So the first thing I wanted to compare these with is a 4mm. This is a 4mm. Is the hook length. Look at that. That's a good, almost an inch between the two sizes of hooks. And see the difference between the side? Like, this is way bigger and more clear. I know it's hard to tell because, like, the lighting in here is not that great, but... Alright, so I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably going to prefer these over these. Yeah. Alright, now let's compare them in length to my favorite hooks. Come on, where are you at, baby? There we go. These are my Omi hooks. These are the hooks I use most often. So they're still on the shorter side of an Omi hook. So I'm going to say, because the Omi hooks are like 7 inches, I'm going to say the dots are probably 6 inches. Oh, 6.5 inches. Whereas the Omi is just over 7 inches. So that's fantastic. I love that. Right. Yeah, look at that. See, that ain't going to hit me nowhere. Because while I'm crocheting, look at it, stays outside. That's why I like these hooks. If you have smaller hands, you're probably not going to like these hooks. Or maybe you do. Maybe you pencil grip, and that's not a problem. Because pencil grip, I mean, it holds good for a pencil grip, right? That part doesn't bother people when they pencil grip. So, alright, now we're going to both test out this new yarn, which is comfy. In this beautiful lilac color. It's actually more of a pink purple than what's showing up on screen. It's looking more royal purple on here. It is definitely pinker than what the camera is showing, but my camera adjusts automatically to colors. So unless I put something, let's see, something blue would probably change the color. That's a little more accurate. So see how it's a little more pink and then it gets a little more blue. That's a little more accurate. I know it's a weird trick, but alright, so we're testing out comfy fingering weight. Keep in mind this also comes in a worsted weight, but this is what is being used for our new, not our new. It's the thing we're working on right now with MJ's Off the Hook. So this is what she is using. I'm using the 4mm. Because that's what my preference is for skinny yarns. I really need my glasses. I might have to pause this and go get my glasses because today's a bad vision day. I have days where like I can see just fine, then I have days where I can't see nothing. And today is one of those days where I'm like struggling. I just noticed my black thing is leaving marks on my desk. I'll be right back. Alright, Bentley has decided he needed to come to work with Mommy, so that's what we're doing. Alright, now I'm going to just start this with a single crochet just to see if this yarn is splitty or how easily these crochet hooks go into small holes. Because that is one of my main complaints with crochet hooks, is the tip isn't pointy enough, but this has a nice tip on it. It's pointy enough to get in those stitches. Now, like I said, I did not place an order for either one of these items. These were sent to me. This is very much, we're going to say, sponsored content. They didn't send it to me to make a video, but I'm making a video because they sent it to me. They sent it to me with the purpose of me making this pattern for her. So, full disclosure. But also full disclosure, I do have an affiliate link through Knitpicks and WeCrochet, and if you click and buy either one of these items, I do make a small percentage off of that. And by small, I mean minuscule. I probably won't make a whole lot, like 2 cents, but it's fine. It's content, we're having fun, we're trying new yarns, we're trying new hooks. I'm actually really excited to try these hooks because, like I said, I have been suggested these hooks 100 times. So far, I like the way they're feeling in my hand. They're really lightweight. If you prefer the metal hooks over the resins, because I know I lean hardcore towards the resin hooks. I really love my Omi hooks. But I do use specific, I told you guys 100 times. I use certain hooks for certain yarns. And I'm crocheting much slower than normal because of my wrist. Okay? It has nothing to do with the hook or the yarn. Sometimes when you're crocheting and your yarn is like splitting really bad or it's dragging really bad, sometimes it's the hook's fault. Some yarns and some hooks are just not compatible. And I always suggest having more than one type of hook in your arsenal, whether it be a wood hook, a metal hook, or a plastic hook, or a resin hook. Have a variety of hooks available at your reach because of that reason. Some yarns and some hooks are not compatible. It could be the material, there's too much friction. It could be there's maybe too much lanolin in the wool. There's a lot of reasons why some hooks and some, like, if you really hate the project you're working on because something just feels off or you're struggling or it feels like it's taken extra effort to crochet it, sometimes switching the hook makes all the difference in the world. Sometimes switching yarn helps, but it's most of the time it's your hook. It's because your hook and your yarn are not compatible. And I'm finding this yarn and this hook to be completely compatible. It also could do with how sharp this part is, how dull this part is, the angle of your hook. And I know we all have our preferences. There's Susan Bates style, and then there's the inline, or there's the tapered. And everybody has their own preference, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. This one is definitely tapered. Okay, have you ever seen Phineas and Ferb? Because this reminds me of Candace's head. Tell me that's not Candace's head. Let me get a bigger one. That is Candace's head. I'm just saying. I'm impressed with these hooks. I like them. They're lightweight. The shaft is smooth. It doesn't seem to be splitting this cotton yarn. And this cotton yarn looks like it could possibly be splitty. Just because it's not real tightly spun. So, I'm impressed. Thank you once again, WeCrochet and MJ. So, like I said, this is made, this was sent to me, this yarn was sent to me to make a top out of a pattern I'm testing for her. I already started one in a different yarn, so I'm actually going to make 2 of her tops in 2 variations for her and give her notes on the first one. The first one I'm working on, it's going to be the full pattern, but she always has like ways to alter her pattern. I'm really impressed with what she's doing with this pattern right now. You guys are going to love it. I cannot wait for her to share it so we can all see it, because I'm going to highly suggest this pattern to all of you because her sizes go up to 5X. I'm just saying. So she's releasing that in a couple of weeks. And I am about halfway through with the testing. And I'm loving the garment so far. It's beautiful. And if you want to get a sneak peek of what she's releasing, go look at her Instagram, because she did show herself in it. That's all I'm going to say about that. This yarn has really nice drape. It's really like soft. I like it. I like it. I'm going to go down a hook size. Does this have a hook recommendation? It says B to E. 21 to 32 single crochet 4 inches. So it has a gauge suggestion. And it says you can use hooks B to E. So we're going to go down to 3.5. And see, we're going to do half double crochet. Ooh, this hook needs to be cleaned. Hang on. If your hook ever feels like there's residue on it, rub it on a pair of jeans or like polyester pants specifically. It will buff your hook right up. Yeah, there was a little bit of manufacturing residue on that. Oops, I missed. You can probably hear my children chattering in the background. They're having a whole conversation. At least the TV's not real loud. And by children, I mean my adult child and my child. So, yeah. What are you guys doing today while we're crocheting together? Well, I mean, a lot of you are probably crocheting. I know quite a few of you also watch me at work, but I'm not going to tell your job that you're watching me and we're spending time together when you're supposed to be doing your typing. I'll never tell. That's from a movie from a long time ago. I'll never tell. Actually, I think that is a quote from 2 lines, because I think that was a Freddy Krueger movie. But I also think there's a movie with Brittany Murphy when she was a little girl or something like that. I'm like vaguely remembering it. Oh yeah, that's got a really pretty stitch definition. This color is so pretty. And it's not showing up nearly. No, that's a little closer. It's got beautiful stitch definition. You see how that looks? And this is with a smaller hook. I really like this yarn. I know some of you are going to say, I don't like working with a fingering. That's cool. It comes in worsted. It comes in bulky. It comes in hank form. I'm going to be real honest. I've been sleeping on WeCrochet and Knitpicks. I absolutely have. They have really good yarn at really reasonable prices, and I've been fully sleeping on it. I have not been paying them the attention that they deserve, because I have been told for about 9 months at least about these crochet hooks, and these are a really good tool for my arsenal because they're nice and long, and sometimes it's just not like, sometimes those resin hooks just don't cut it, or some yarns. And like I said, I have some of these crappy ones from Amazon that were like really cheap. I hate those hooks. I hate them. They have terrible hooks on them. So like the head of the hook themselves are just, they're too rounded. They're too rounded. See how this is really fat and bulbous right here? It's really hard to get in stitches when it's all bulbous like that, whereas this is much more, I prefer inline. If you like boy hooks, you're probably gonna like these ones better, but I also don't like that the handle is so short on these. And I have these from Amazon. I have these from, I think when AC Moore was around. I have a variety of this exact hook with a bunch of different names attached to it. And the handle, this part is plastic. This is just like, it feels like, I'm gonna say cheap plastic. Not like, not a Dollar Tree hook. but like not like high end, like it's just plastic. It's just plastic, okay? It's blown plastic. It feels like a hollow hook. All of this is rubberized. The only hooks I can compare it to maybe are the what is this brand? These are Hobby Lobby, and this is, oh, why can I not think of the name? Prem. Okay. It's similar in the fact that it's plastic and it's rubber handled. This feels much more squishy than either of these, and it's got the thumb imprint. And neither one of these do. These are more rounded. And then we have this lovely metal head instead of the plastic head. So yeah. I'm gonna say these are an upgrade from either one of those hooks. Yeah. So definitely. I'm gonna give the yarn 5 stars. I really like it. I'm saying 5 out of 5. Let me get you guys even in closer. I'm going to zoom it in and go real slow. Alright. 5 out of 5 for the yarn. The yarn is really nice. Now, what I'm going to tell you... Can't focus. Yeah, I don't want to focus. It's like, you're in too far. We're not going to focus. Alright, that's better. Oh, look at that. I got some swelling happening. It's all good. 5 out of 5. It's really soft. I thought it was going to be splitty. It was barely splitty, if at all. I think 1 stitch split. And I really like the hooks too. I'm going to give the hooks 5 out of 5. I really like the way they feel. I like the way they feel in my hand. I like that they're long. I really like the tip and the head. And I like the shaft. Like, it's a good hook. So... look at that. They're so cute, and they're cute. Okay, and can we talk about the pink one? Or the coral one, because those are my favorite colors. I never even noticed the backside has... oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see if we can see. Spot focus off. Can you see how there's like lines here? I didn't even feel that in my hand. But do you know why that's good? So your hook don't roll around. Now let's try one that's all the way rounded. So, yeah. It's good for that because your hook doesn't want to take off rolling on you. But also, like, it gives you extra stability when you're holding it. I really like these hooks. I really like those. I like the way they feel. I like the length of them. I just like them. They're good hooks. So thank you so much for sending these to me. They will definitely come in use. Like I said, we have a top we're going to be making out of this comfy yarn. It is an MJ's Off the Hook pattern that she is releasing this month. Super excited about that. Like I said, I'm about halfway done with the first one, and I'm going to start a second one in this beautiful purple color. Oh, it's such a beautiful color. And this comes in lots of colors. So yeah, that's it for today's review on comfy. I want to call it comfy cotton, but that's not the name of it. It is cotton, and it is comfy. It's not comfy cotton. It's really, really nice. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, I will link all of these below. I'll link the yarn. Actually, I will link all of the comfy. I will just link the whole page of comfy in case you want the worsted instead of the fingering. If you know you have the urge to buy a nice yarn, this will make beautiful, beautiful garments. I'm gonna say baby items, bralettes. This would be a beautiful for bralettes. This I'm making a shirt out of. This would make a beautiful, nice, lightweight cardigan. And if you prefer more worsted weight or a heavier weight yarn for whatever pattern you're working on, they do have that yarn. So it's available in many weights. It's a nice yarn. I'm going to highly suggest it for wearables. And if you want to crochet along with me and MJ and all of her friends, we're making her garments this month. It's June. We're going to be making garments with her. We're doing a crochet along. we're going to be using this yarn. So with that, I'm going to be crocheting with her. Alright guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.